Today is a lovely evening, and I know that many of you are relaxing, enjoying yourself, enjoying your Sunday. Happy Sunday to as many of you. Now, today we'll be talking about a brand new topic. Now, today's topic we'll be talking about is the cycle of abuse. But before we get into that, many of you already know me. It's your girl, Adez. So I'll be showing you all a video in connection to the topic, just for you to have an understanding and what it's all about. And this this video, it does not belong to me in any way. So I'm only just using it to send my message across. So I'd like for you all to sit back, relax, and do enjoy the video.
Once upon a short break at Alton Towers Hotel, family set off on a fantastical quest to discover magical places to stay. Start your story to...
Abuse is often misunderstood, and people can assume that those in abusive relationships knew they were going to be that way from the beginning. But most people don't know about the cycle of abuse or what narcissistic abuse looks like, which is why today I want to talk about the cycle of abuse, why we can get stuck in it, why it's so stigmatized, and what we can do to free ourselves. If you're new here, my name is Katie Morton. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I talk about abuse, trauma, eating disorders, depression, all things mental health related. So if you'd like to subscribe, we would love to have you. I promise you will always leave with some helpful information for you or for someone that you love. And subscribing really helps creators keep doing what we do. Okay, let's jump into this topic. The cycle of abuse was a theory that was developed in 1979 by Lenore Walker. And what you should know about it is it's a cycle, so it's a circle. And briefly, I'm going to explain to you how it works. Now, there's this tension building phase, and that's actually the longest phase because this is when we feel like we're walking on eggshells, like trying not to upset them, trying not to cause the abuse to happen again. And it will build and build and build and build until we reach the precipice and the incident occurs, which is when the abuse happens. Okay, so something happens, they've harmed us in some way. Let's say we're in a domestic violence type of situation. So let's say my partner hits me. So that incident happens. And then immediately we fall into what's known as the reconciliation or honeymoon period, where, oh, he says, I'm so sorry, it'll never happen again, and maybe make some excuses, like things just been really stressful, and I didn't realize I was under so much pressure, and I took it out on you just because I love you so much. They might even shower us with gifts, or if I feel this tension building in my relationship, and then they harm me, why wouldn't I just leave? Well, the thing that we're forgetting is that having someone we love hurt us really erodes at our self-esteem and our confidence. Not to mention, think of like love bombing. We've talked about love bombing in the past in relation to narcissistic abuse, and that is when someone showers us like over the top with affection, attention, words of affirmation. They compliment us, they give us gifts, they take us on expensive trips, they can do all of this stuff. It's like, it's a love bomb, right? It can be like a fog. We can't even see out of it. And it's done as a manipulation tactic. And that's an important key because people can be loving and affectionate. There's nothing wrong with that. But love bombing is done so that we essentially can't see straight and we just are so overwhelmed with all the attention, affection, the gifts, everything that we just can't help but think that that person's amazing, right? So we can be kind of in this fog, not able to see clearly. And then when that person that we think loved us so dearly harms us, we can believe them when they say it won't happen again. Or we can think that we've done something wrong, right? And as this abuse continues, it slowly erodes at our self-esteem and our confidence. If we grew up in an abusive home, we're almost used to this cycle and that tension building feeling. And even though it might be, or it is unhealthy, but it might be comfortable to us, right? And so we can find ourselves in those patterns of behavior, finding the same relationships that we honestly tried to probably get away from growing up. And I also want to mention that a lot of times when we're in these types of abusive relationships, they will try to isolate us from our friends and family. A lot of times they'll tell us they don't have your best interest in heart, or they'll bring up like an old hurt because you've told them about something maybe a friend said or did, or a family member, didn't show up for me and it really hurt my feelings. They'll use these secrets or past events as like weapons so that you end up without anybody around you and are fully dependent upon them. Now, being in an abusive relationship, unfortunately, is incredibly stigmatized. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, what? That doesn't make any sense. But just take a minute with me. Consider what you would think if one of your close friends came to you and told you that they were in an abusive relationship. What would your reaction be? What if they then told you that they love that person, they weren't ready to leave them? Would you judge them? You might. And I think a lot of us don't recognize the assumptions that we make about these types of situations because we haven't been in them ourselves and we don't know what it's like to have someone that we care for deeply, who we think cares for us deeply, harm us. That type of pain and kind of like incongruence, right? Like things aren't making sense. It just doesn't make sense, right? We have that cognitive dissonance. It's just like battling it out. It can be hard for us to see straight, and we can believe them when they say they won't do it again. So just pay attention and be aware of the fact that when someone is in an abusive situation, it's not because they want to be. It's not that they made this choice. They found themselves in this situation and they don't know how to get out. Because I hear all the time people saying, oh, I would never let that happen to me. Or like, they just must be so weak. You know, I've even heard some of my friends say, like, if someone ever laid a hand on me, I would make them rue the day, right? We don't quite understand how they feel. We don't know what's really going on. So just consider any assumptions or judgments that you might have around abuse or someone who's been in an abusive situation. Because if someone does decide to share what they're going through, that's a huge step. And what we need to meet them with is, I'm so sorry you're going through that. How can I help? So just try to be aware and then offer your assistance however they need it. And finally, and arguably most importantly, how do we free ourselves from this situation if we find ourselves in it? And the first is to make a plan and do so as safely as possible. Don't write it down and put it somewhere where they can find it. Don't keep it on your phone in a place where they can just tap and open it. We want to make sure that as we put these plans in motion, that it's done safely and securely. We want to make sure we have a financial plan. How are we going to get out? If we have to put gas in the car, if we have to feed our children, or if we have to get into a hotel, or just consider the cost so that you can slowly and hopefully without them noticing, save up some money. Is there anybody else we can ask for support? Let's put this plan together, think it through in as many ways as possible so you can safely get out. The next step is going to be to get safe support. That might just be a therapist at one of, a domestic violence clinic. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of safe houses around in communities. We might find support that way. Or we might, if we feel like we can, want to reach back out to those people that they originally isolated us from, like friends or family members. Can we reach out to people and get the support that we need so that we're reminded, because we're going to question ourselves, maybe I'm making this into more than it is. Maybe it's really not that bad. This is going to be scary. I don't know if I can do this. I don't want to be alone. There can be a lot swirling. I still love them, right? We want to make sure that we have other people there to validate and support and acknowledge, let us know, kind of remind us, hey, you're minimizing this. This was a big deal. You do deserve to get out of there and feel okay. We're going to need that support around us.
Hi.
And finally, we need to
Welcome.
keep getting support even when we're out of that relationship. Because unfortunately, if we aren't working through it and aware of our role, I'm not saying you're responsible for the abuse. I'm just saying we each have our own role in a relationship. And your role might be, I only know abuse. And so I keep, for some reason, seeking out people that are abusive. We need to be able to acknowledge that and work through the reason that exists, which might mean we have to heal from some past trauma. And maybe it's safer for us for a little while to not date and to just spend time with friends and family. We're going to need that extra support so that we can break the cycle. That's kind of why they call it the cycle of abuse. It's not just that like tension building incident, honeymoon phase and calm. It can also be the cycle we can find ourselves in. We're like, oh, I keep getting in the same relationship and it keeps turning out the same. We can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. We're going to have to acknowledge our own behavior and role in it because that's all we have control over, right? And then we can take the ownership back. We can change the things that we used to do. We can pick people that maybe, aren't our type and find ourselves in what we deserve, which is a healthy, happy, abuse-free relationship. I hope you found that helpful. At the very least, I hope it just made you more aware of maybe your own assumptions or stigmatizations that you had associated with abusive relationships. But if you think I left anything out or you want to share your own story, please feel free to do that in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Wow, wow, wow. What a very, very powerful video. I actually really enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed it. And one of the things that she said that really made me happy is that she said that you can that you that people they find themselves in abusive relationship. Hi, welcome to the show. So the people find themselves in an abusive relationship, and it's not that they. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The abuse. They don't even. It's not that they want to be in that relationship. For example, just like yeah, the show is about the cycle of abuse. That's what it's about. So just as I was saying, for example, with what's happening in Lemon's house, Lord of Lemon, every single day fighting. There's always fighting and argument all the time, especially with. I'm only on 9-4. Okay. Especially with, like I said, especially with what is happening in Lord of Lemon's house, with Mary and Joy, the constant fighting all the time, especially mostly the thing is actually mostly Joy that causes the problem. Is Joy that always causes the problem with the constant argument. Yeah, I don't worry, I'm getting to that. Is always so like I say, it's always Joy that causes that argument, that when she does something that Lord of Lemon is not even happy with at all. Just like for example, when I mentioned last week about the last video of Lord of Lemon, of how Joy went and took a huge amount of money from Lemon, and the thing is, it actually affected Mary. Yeah. And the thing is, it actually affected Mary because she was wondering that what is wrong with Joy, what is wrong with it, what is wrong with her. Just for Joy to actually return the money back, that she's causing all this problem. Yeah, I am. That is like I said, that is Joy that's causing all this problem, and shouting to the point of lifting her own husband that she claims that she loves, lifting her own husband up in the air. I mean, tell me, isn't that kind of thing? Isn't that an abuse? Isn't that a cycle of abuse? That will be another time at the moment. Tell me, isn't that a cycle of abuse? I mean, how can a woman that claims to love her husband, is been so violent to her husband, just because the husband asked her to return her money back. I mean, he has the right. He has the right to do that because, like I said last week, she went and took money from her own husband's account without his permission. And and the thing is that what some people don't seem to understand, that is actually is not even just stealing, but that is actually a financial abuse in a way, because you're going into the person's account without their knowledge. So in essence, what I'm saying, oh, don't worry, no, you don't need to be scared. Why are you scared for? You don't need to be scared. So in essence, what I'm saying is that what is happening in Lord of Lemon's house is affecting Mary, is affecting her a lot, because Mary she's trying to make peace in the house. She doesn't like argument, she doesn't like fighting, she doesn't like the abuse of what is happening. She's seeing it every single day. It's making her stressed, it's making her so lean that why will my own co-wife be treating my own husband like that? Oh wow. You need to get home quickly. You really do. You need to get home quickly. It's not good that you walking around at such late hours. So like I was saying, it's really affecting Mary a lot, and she shouldn't be passing through this, because Mary knows how she suffered with her husband, Lord of Lemon, and then all of a sudden another woman. Oh wow. Just try and get home quickly, okay? So like I was saying, Mary knows how she suffered with Lord of Lemon, and all of a sudden another woman that was supposed to be his secretary, that is supposed to help Lord of Lemon to straighten out his marriage, to advise him, and then Joy, out of nowhere, she come and invade the marriage, and now she's causing chaos. She's always constantly fighting Lord of Lemon, and also fighting Mary at the same time, and raining all kind of abuse, even adding abuse to Lord of Lemon. Oh God. Please get home quickly, okay? So as I was saying, so is mainly that Mary Mary is passing through all of this because of Joy. Joy is there causing abuse, lifting her own husband's leg in the air, throwing him up and down. I mean, tell me, isn't that an abuse? Isn't that an abuse? This is what they're passing through every single day. So anyway, so now we are gonna go into the main business of today. So like I said, we'll be talking about the cycle of abuse. So as we start. Now, the cycle of abuse is split into 4 stages. So it's split into 4 stages to help people to recognize common patterns and reasons why it may be difficult for a person experiencing the abuse to leave their situation. So just like this woman was saying, she was talking about how part of what she was saying about how oh, okay, I think I see my house now. Okay, that is good. Please just try and get home quickly, because it's not safe out there. So like I said, just like what this woman was saying, she was saying that people they find themselves in situations that they don't even expect. So for example, when in a relationship, when a woman and a man. Yeah, sure, go on, ask the question. So when a woman and a man they meet themselves, they get to know each other, and then after a certain period of time, they will eventually start having issues. They start fighting, they start screaming, throwing objects around. Especially the man, the man will start the man will start to abuse the woman, abuse her in ways like as in physical abuse. He'll put her through emotional abuse. Oh, okay, okay. What's the riddle? He'll put her through emotional abuse. He'll go as far as isolating the woman, locking her up, making sure that she doesn't actually stay, that she doesn't see her family, she doesn't see her friends and everything. So this kind of cycle is what goes on. What goes on all the time. Okay, that's 8. Oh, hi, Yolande. It's lovely to see you. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. um, so as a, oh, okay, that's great. So as I was saying, that cycle is actually what goes on all the time. It goes on and on and on, to the point that that because of the abuse, the woman she'll become so isolated. She'll break down. Even just like the lady said, she mentioned about eating disorder. It can break the person down as far as the person not being able to eat well, because they think about that abuse all the time. They think about it all the time. They'll think about it. They'll ponder on it. They can even go as far as locking themselves in a room. They can, or they'll go out. They'll go out somewhere, where the park. What is, yeah, 16. Okay. Did you cover the red flag that we need to look out for? Sorry, I don't understand. What red flag? Could you please elaborate? Because I don't understand what you mean by red flag. Um, so as I was saying, so the so like, like the lady said, she mentioned about the eating disorder, and it can lead to the, yeah, it is. It can lead to the person, the person locking themselves in a room, and they ponder on what that man is doing to that woman. That woman can, and you know, and the worst part of it is that because of this constant cycle of abuse, this woman can go as far as killing herself. That is how bad it is. That's how bad it is. The woman can kill herself, even slit her wrist, just screaming and saying to herself that what that why that okay, well, why am I living in this world if I can't be in a nice relationship, if I can't meet a man? Yeah, it is. If I can't meet a man that that is perfect. But the thing is, in this world is not perfect. This world is not perfect at all. No one really is perfect. A lot of us has our own ups and downs. A lot of us has our stress. A lot of us has our troubles, but it's just a matter of how we deal with it. It's a matter of how life throws at us, because life life in itself, it is a trial every day, every single day. From the moment we wake up, life is a trial. is a trial where we need to we need to plan our day. We need to figure out, especially if something happens, we need to actually figure out how we're going to come out of that problem or come out of that situation. And that's why when it even comes to a relationship and you find out that the person that you are with, that you love so much, is very abusive, you need to do something about it. And another thing that I like that the woman said, abuse people abuse people. If the woman is abusive, the thing is, that is how that's how it is. But it's not just the man, but also women too. Women too, they're abusive. Is vice versa, but is kind of, I will not say every single woman, not every single woman, but there are some women that they are abusive. They are, but also men too. The men too, is more higher than the woman. So as I was saying, is a matter of how we actually come out of it. Just like what this woman was saying, she was saying that that person can come out. And one of the things that she said that I like, she said, make a plan. You see, that is a good thing. That is a good way of escaping from an abusive relationship. Okay, I have to go now. Bye. Okay. All right then. Thank you. So you have to make a plan. Then she also said, get a support plan, and also mentioned, bye. Okay, bye. Thank you for coming. And she also mentioned about getting therapy. So getting therapy by seeing a counselor, which I've mentioned about that before. Seeing a relationship counselor that will help you, that will give you the advice that you need, give you the tools. Okay, where are you from culturally? Actually, that one we'll discuss that later. So anyway, like I was saying, like a counselor, the counselor will give you the right tools. The counselor will tell you strategies of how you can come out of that abusive relationship. So now the next one is, now the concept of abuse cycle, it begins. So what I mean by this is that there, like I said before, that there's stages. So now also it can also lead to insulting the person, name calling, breaking or removing possessions, threatening to hurt the partner or someone close to them, or even pets. And also, the last but not the least, is trying to control how the partner acts, dress, cooks, etc., etc. Now, these are also other stages of cycles of abuse. It can go as far as name calling, the man, because most time, even when the man comes back from work, he comes back from work, from like a bad day of work, that someone has has insulted him or said something to him that's made him very, very angry, and rather for him to actually calm down, he will actually push that anger onto the woman, and the woman will be thinking to herself, oh babe, what's happening? Yeah, how's work? Because after she asks how's work and everything, and then the guy will get angry, will start insulting her, start swearing, cursing her, everything, even go as far as picking up a bottle or a plate and toss it. Okay, I'm truly glad that I can come across this live, because I have met someone new, and it's always good to hear and be refreshed on topics such as this. Oh wow, thank you very much. I'm glad. And yeah, and please do keep coming and bring more people that will benefit from this. Thank you very much. So like I said, the guy can go as far as picking up a glass bottle. You pick up the glass bottle or a plate and toss it. He'll break it on the wall, and the woman will be so scared. She'll be so scared that what have I done? Is it because I asked you how's your day? Is it because I asked you that did someone do something to hurt you or something? So the woman will be thinking that, oh, that what have I done? And instead of the man to actually say that, oh, someone insulted me, or someone actually said something about my family member, he will actually take that anger out on the woman. But no, it's not meant to be. If you're angry at work, and you're coming home, it's very important to actually, first of all, you calm down, and it's something that you can talk about. You can talk about it. You can talk about it as a woman. And if it comes to the woman, she's trying to find a solution to the problem. At least allow her to tell you what to do, so that such a thing. Okay, so that such a thing doesn't repeat itself again. So generally, what I'm actually trying to say in a whole is that in order for you to break free, from the constant cycle of abuse that you're experiencing in your relationship, and I won't even say just relationship, even if in your family, like like maybe your brother or sister, make a plan. And as you're making that plan, you need to also include in that plan like a financial plan. Make sure that you include a financial plan of how you escape, and also get support. Talk to someone. Talk to someone that you know, someone that you trust, that wouldn't actually that someone that would never ever abuse you, or even go as far as going behind your back and planning with someone to threaten you or to kill you, because that is actually what happens. That's what happens. That's what people do. You'll think that you know a person for a very long time, and then and you've trusted that person for about more than 7 to 8 years, and then the person that you thought that you trusted is even worse, and that person has gone and planned with someone else to kill you. So that kind of thing, you need to find someone that you can trust. Go to an expert, a family, a family consultant, a relationship consultant that will help you. They have all the tools, they have all the strategies, they have a lot of organizations that they can direct you to, that will help you to come out of an abusive relationship. Do not suffer yourself. Do not suffer yourself alone. If it's really bad, don't suffer it alone. Please speak it out. Speak it out. That way you can also, that way you're helping yourself by speaking it out, and then the person is advising you on how you can escape that abuse. Make a plan and get the support that you need. And at the same time, even your family member, but your family member, the one that you're very close to, the one that you know very well, that will not do anything to endanger your life, that will not harm you and everything. Also, confide in them, because they know you from when you were born up until now. So they will also advise you on what you need to do to escape from that abusive relationship. So I hope that this was very, very helpful to as many of you that needs to hear it. And again, this also what I mentioned about Lord of Lemon, that is an example, because that is what is happening in his home all the time, especially with Joy. She is the one that is actually abusing her own husband that she claims that she loves. And yeah, Mary is there trying to let there be peace in the house. So in general, to be able to escape, make a plan and get the support that you need. So again, I hope that this is very helpful to as many of you that needed to hear this. So we have come to the end of the show. So please don't fail to subscribe, comment, thumb up, do like me, and share with your friends and your colleague. And once again, it's your girl, Adez. See you all tomorrow. Bye.